felt as I was a trailblazer in my own way, coming out here with no family, no friends, but sticking it out, and 25 years later, I find myself successful. But being a Latino back in those times in Oregon, it wasn't good. You know, you're being stopped, you know, in Salem or in Woodburn just because you're the color of your skin. I remember going into a Safe Mart and being given an application when I said, hey, I'm a consumer. I don't want to work here. You know, so that's the earliest reflection of me being a Latino here in Oregon. And I decided to stay in Oregon to make a difference. The importance of showing up to work. The importance of making sure that you did a good job. My mother also, you know, she instilled values of making sure that you're there for your family, for your friends, and your commitments. Honor your commitments. And so those are things that, you know, I really try to do. Everybody I meet, whether they're younger or my age, I tell them, at the end of the day, the only thing you have is your word. You know, regardless of what you have in your garage or in your home or money in your bank, at the end of the day, all you have is your word. That's your greatest asset, your greatest value. So those are the things that my parents taught me. You know, we need to be able to message out to the community of Latinos that our greatest value is being able to vote as we please. But to get to that point, we got to register voters. So that's the challenge. You know, a lot of Latinos, especially those who are newly arrived, first and second generation Latinos, don't understand the true value of democracy because they come from countries that sometimes abuse democracy. So it's making sure that there's a transitional change in culture regarding voting, regarding democracy in general. I guess, you know, the greatest advice I can give young Latinos is get used to the word no, okay? Make that no a positive and work harder, all right? Regardless if you're Latino or not, as a youth, you're gonna hear the word no quite a bit, you know, because you're coming from a younger generation. And many of the older people over 30, over 40, you know, don't have that confidence in the youth. But as a youth, you need to go over that hump and you need to make that negative a positive and give you more motivation. The Unidos cohort, the training, one of the things that I'm going to take away from it is the friendships I've established, knowing that within sectors of education, law enforcement, finance, nonprofits, there are other Latino leaders looking out for each other in those particular areas. That was always an unknown to me, but it's a good feeling. I come up from a background of higher ed and the labor movement, workforce, and so it's good to know that I don't have to be the expert in finance or in law enforcement, that there's other experts there who are also Latino that can really add to the conversation as we go forward and try to form a stronger group for a better Oregon, for our generations of next leaders.